Hello, this is a 1976 Williams Aztec pinball. It's for sale. I'm probably going to bring this to Pinball Expo and put it in the exhibit hall on free play because it has a mod for sound that I added, and I'll show that in a second. But the video is just to show the condition that it's in and show that it works. I got the game, it wasn't working. I rebuilt the player stepper unit, so it works well now. All 4 players score correctly, and I think that every target and switch is working properly. Cabinet's in good shape. Coin door is pretty decent. I'm gonna have a hard time showing the left side of the cabinet, but there's no major damage. There's just scuff here. You can see. But there's no, I didn't see any water damage or anything like that. It's a little dirty. It came out of a basement where the owners, I think everyone in the house must have smoked because it had a film of brown on it. Now this is from some, it seems like some tape residue or something. You can kind of see that it's all in pretty good shape. The legs are rusty. Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can get a better set of legs. These are pretty rusty, and I know you can use evaporust on rusty legs, but I had a little trouble getting the levelers to function on this thing, to turn. That's why you see I got 2x4s underneath. So, yeah, legs are pretty bad. Cabinet's good. The playfield, I'm going to call this thing player's condition. You'll see wear on the playfield. Hopefully you can see it well. There's not too much glare here. There's wear here toward the middle area. That's really the worst spot. Now, I don't do artwork touch-ups. I'm not talented with that at all. So I will leave it to the new owner to decide if they want to try to touch this up. But I did re-rubber it, and I replaced all the burnt bulbs with 47s. I'm not an LED guy. All my games have 47s in them. That's what I use to replace them. But all of the plastics are in good shape, no cracks or breaks. And I took them all off and cleaned them when I shopped it out, re-rubbered it. So, just trying to get, you can see maybe around the inserts there's some, I waxed it and I cleaned up most of it. So the white that you're seeing might be some wax residue, but there is playfield wear. There. Give you some idea. The back glass has some flaking. I sealed it with triple thick. But you can definitely see, I'm going to try to get rid of the glare here. You can see flaking right here where the lady is. You can see that it seems like the reds wanted to flake off and the whites. You see spider webbing around the player scores. Down here you can see it looks like it's starting to separate. I mean, I know that they make translights for this. Personally, I don't replace, if I prefer silk screen back glasses to replacement translights, and I would be on the fence with this one. I'm out of room in the basement, but if I was keeping it, I think I would just keep the original back glass. It's been sealed, it's not going to get worse. but the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So just wanted to point out that it is not in great shape, but it's presentable. The mod that I added that I'm talking about with the audio, let me show you what I did here. So I have, it has the back panel I've got. It's the coin door and the back box door are key to like. But if you look, I've added some things. This is a Robert Sonics wave trigger card. That's a power supply for it. This is a power supply to power the speaker underneath. And then this brown cord is the original game's power cord. I modified the, I bent the, I set it on free play by bending the top switch on the credit unit like Cliffy's guides say to do. Other than that, you know, like I say, I rebuilt the stepper unit for the players, so all 4 players work well now. I cleaned and adjusted the switches on the score reel, so all 4 score really well now, and the game resets just fine. I added, if you look right here, so the wave trigger card is here, and I added 1 leaf switch. This is the 100-point relay. I added a leaf switch. You can see the white wire and the orange wire. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully that comes through in the video. So I added 1 switch to the hundreds relay. And what I did is the sound card has 90% of the time it'll play a chime. So it'll sound like the game's standard 100-point chime. And then 10% of the time it plays a random sound, like Homer Simpson screaming, or I think I have 3 Stooges in there. I got a spring sound. You'll have to hear it to appreciate it, I think, but it's easily removed. All you'd have to do is remove the card. Obviously, you can pull the regular game's power cord out, feed it back through here, and get rid of the extension cord. I just did. It's really funny. I hosted our pinball league, and it's pretty hard to play this game without laughing, or at least I think so. But again, the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So otherwise, there's no surprises back here. I didn't see any. I went through and, you know, I cleaned and adjusted switches where necessary. There were no hacks, nothing like that going on back here. I will pause for a minute so I can lift the playfield and show underneath. Okay, I got the playfield up. There's a capacitor here that blew. That's worth mentioning. I don't know what that does. I haven't looked into it. As far as I can tell, the game plays fine. I'll probably order a new one before Expo and replace it, but I don't know what it does. Otherwise, I don't remember anything really worth mentioning here. I went through and you know, cleaned up and gapped leaf switches and so on. So the game, like I say, it plays just fine. And the bottom panel, I pulled the bottom panel out. Whenever I get an EM, I pull the panel out and just look over all the switches on the score motor, make sure there's no nuts or bolts that fell in there and are, you know, grounding or causing shorts or anything like that. And there were no real surprises here. I did disconnect the coin door when I set it on free play because I was having intermittent problems with the game not resetting, and I think it's one of those coin door switches, and since I was setting it on free play anyway, I just disconnected it. Oh, and the tilt is missing. I might actually have one, but I don't know. It was not in the game when I got it. I don't know what happened to it, but I spent some time cleaning out the cabinet and so on. No real surprises under here, except for that capacitor. So I will fire up the game now. All right, I got it powered on, but I just real quick wanted to demonstrate this 100-point relay with the sound card that I added. So, like I say, 90 or so % of the time it's gonna play a ding, a chime, and you'll see I got a speaker mounted underneath the cabinet here. It's 2 screws on the underside of the cabinet. It's all, the wires are kind of hidden and tucked, but here is the 100-point relay. So most of the time you're going to hear a chime. Sometimes you'll hear a random sound. So you get the idea. And that's how it plays. So randomly when you're playing, I'm not gonna, I don't tell people that it's in there, I just let them figure it out for themselves. But I guess now you all know. So let me set this down. I'll start up a 4-player game. That you can see that all 4 players are working and that the game resets properly. So, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna let a lot of these drain. I'll play the first few balls just to show that things are working. Very good. So into player 2. Spinner is like perfectly balanced. It spins forever. I wish I could get them all to do that. It went to player 4. I forgot to mention that. Now it goes back to player 1. So I mean, it plays just fine. It's a great player's game. I put a lot of time on this thing. I'm gonna let a few of these drain. Otherwise this video is gonna be way too long. And no one should have to see me any longer than they absolutely have to. Probably get a higher score when I plunge and drain. set to 5 ball, so but these are going pretty quick whether I play them or not. The pitching bat will also be for sale. I'll make a separate video for that. Also have a Gottlieb, a really nice Gottlieb Spirit of 76. Alright, and goes to game over mode. It's all good. I don't really know what else to say about it. If you have any questions, give me just send me an email either through Pinside. That's probably the easiest way. My my username on Pinside is HisBoyElroy. Thanks for watching.